Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah. Broadcasting live from the Josie Network studios in downtown Medina, Tennessee. It's that time of week again. It's time for the Josie Show. Bringing you the most exciting music news and guests from around the world. Right here on the Josie Show. Please make welcome the beautiful, the talented, the lovely, America's radio sweetheart, Mrs. Josie Passantino Boone.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Josie Show. I'm Josie Passantino Boone and my special guest today is Craig Campbell. I'm really looking forward to chatting with him about his new single, Better by the Sea, and so much more. So make sure you keep it tuned into the whole interview. You will not want to miss a second. But before we get going, before we jump right in, remember the 12th Annual Josie Music Awards at the Grand Ole Opry House is on September 20th, and tickets are available now at josiemusicawards.com. So you can get your tickets. We have some really great special guests, surprises, surprise moments, so much more. I'm really looking forward to it. There's some that I can't even say because we have a special announcement coming out here on our social media pretty soon. So make sure you keep tuned into our social media for that. But we're really looking forward to it, and make sure you get those tickets, josiemusicawards.com. All right, I've really been looking forward to chatting with Craig Campbell, so let's do it. Let's bring him on. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going very well. How have you been?
Same here. Can't complain. I'm super blessed, and just life is good.
Yes, same here. And I have to tell you, I love your new single, Better by the Sea, and I'm in full agreement. Everything is better by the sea. Can you tell us a little bit about this song?
So I've become friends with a guy named Greg White over the years, and he's always going to the beach or some sort of vacation, and usually involves water.
Yeah.
And one day he just sent me this long list of words on a text message, and he's like, "Hey, I jotted these thoughts down. I think it could be a song." And I read over it, and I was like, "Well, it's more like a poem." You know, and he said, "Do you think you could put some music to it?" And I said, "Well, let me look at it." And so then I saw that the bones were really good. So I just said, "Okay, I think we got something here." I said, "But let me take it to my friends, and let's see what we can do." And I sat down with Mitch Rossell and Jason Cannon, and that's what we come up with. And I feel like, it's just one of them songs that's, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just it feel good. The sun is shining, drink in your hand, sitting by the water, and just makes you feel good.
Yes, it's such a feel-good song. And what's the reaction been with fans so far? Have you been able to perform this one live yet?
I've done it a few times. We've had a few shows since we wrote it or since it come out, and seems like the fans are loving it. And that's kind of how I set it up. It's like, hey, here's my new song, and if it don't put you in a good mood, I don't know what will. And then we kick off into it, and people dance along, and when I hit that hook, it makes them smile. So that's my job is done.
Yes, your job is done. That's amazing. I figured, because this is just such a fun song. And any thoughts on maybe like a music video for this one?
Well, we're always thinking of cool marketing things. Videos are still a good tool to get the song in front of people that normally wouldn't see it. But we got some other things going on with the song. There's maybe a collaboration in the works, not sure. So I want to wait and see what happens with that before we pull the trigger on a video. Because obviously, if I get a collaboration, then we would want that artist to be in the video as well.
Yes, oh, absolutely. That would be exciting. Oh, I hope that works out. And speaking of Better by the Sea, do you have a favorite beach that you like to visit yourself?
Been able to visit some really, really awesome spots. We go into the Caribbean every January, and I guess one of our favorite beaches is Jost Van Dyke, which is a British Virgin island where the Soggy Dollar is, and and Ivans, and so that's some cool. I mean, but it's hard to say that there's one of those beaches that's way better than the other. I mean, there's some really really nice beaches down there, but
Yeah.
uh, so yeah, it's hard to pick one.
For sure, I hear you. And I want to talk about this because you recently had June 2nd, you had the 12th annual Celebrity Cornhole Challenge, which
Yeah.
raised a record 35,000 this year for the Kenny Campbell Foundation, which is incredible. I feel like every year it gets bigger and bigger. So, what does reaching that milestone mean to you personally? That's amazing.
Oh man, it's just a testament to just everybody that's putting all the hard work in,
Yeah.
and everybody, and the concept of having a cornhole tournament and raising money at the same time. It's just fun, and
Yeah.
people love to be a part of it. And so this year was, and I say it every year. I was like, it's getting bigger and better, and it just to this past year was exactly that. We had normally we only have 16 celebrities. This year we had 30, so it was pretty
Wow.
awesome, and being able to raise that amount of money was pretty great. And I'm so thankful to have friends in the country music world, or just being outside of country music, just
Mhm.
celebrities in general, and that give their time to be a part of it, and it was a lot of fun, and we did good.
That's wonderful. And can you tell me a little bit more about the Kenny Campbell Foundation for those out there who may not be familiar with this foundation that you founded?
Yeah, so for the past 12 years or so, I've been raising money for colorectal cancer,
Hmm.
and it wasn't until about 2 or 3 years ago that I decided to open up my own charity, and I'm named it in honor of my dad. My dad, his name's
Hmm.
Kenny. So
Hmm.
he was 36 years old when he died with colon cancer, and so I just the more I learned about colorectal cancer, the more I realized that had he had the information that I have now, there's a good chance he might still be here, because colorectal cancer is super preventable. So that's been the goal. The message is just go get screened, and
Hmm.
get screened early, and that's what we're trying to get out there.
When I was just a baby, my grandfather died at 57 from colon cancer, and because he just didn't have the information, like you said. So I think it's great to bring awareness to this, to get screened, and absolutely. I'm really glad that you put together the Kenny Campbell Foundation because more people need to know a little bit more about it for sure.
Yeah.
And people nowadays are getting it so young, you know what I mean? In their 20s, 30s. It really doesn't matter, and it's for men and women can get it as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty crazy that
Yeah.
some over the last 10 or so years of being I was the national spokesperson for an organization called Fight Colorectal Cancer,
Hmm.
and I mean all the high school students that I met that had colorectal cancer,
Wow.
it's insane at how young people are these days.
Yeah, it's so scary. It's insane. And if someone wants to help or to donate, is that possible?
Yeah, you can go to my
Yeah.
website, craigcampbell.tv. There's a tab labeled the Kenny Campbell Foundation, and
Great.
so yeah, we will not turn any donations away.
That is wonderful, and I hope everyone checks out your website. And also, where can people find you on social media? Because you are very active on social media, which I love, and I love your videos too that you always post. By the way.
So I mean, if most of my socials are the handle is at Craig Campbell TV,
Yeah.
uh, and then the only outlier is TikTok. For some
Yes.
reason, I don't know what happened, but we couldn't get that handle. So it's TikTok is Craig Campbell Music, but everything else is Craig Campbell TV.
Perfect. Check him out, everybody. And before I let you go, I have a couple fun questions for you. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Have you ever had any embarrassing onstage moments or a moment that just was an onstage mishap that you can recall? Because you have performed quite a bit, so I'm sure, something can go awry.
So I'll say this: I'm knock
Yeah.
on wood. I've not
Yeah.
ever fallen on stage, which is
Nice.
always is
Yes.
one of my greatest fears. But
Yeah.
I am notorious for forgetting words.
Hmm.
And I think people when I do forget the words, and I start looking around at my band members trying to seeing if they can help me out. I think you can see the embarrassment on my face, but that's um, forgetting words is super common.
I'm surprised, honestly, just from a fan aspect, that artists are able to remember so many different songs. It's not easy, you know what I mean? To be up
Yeah,
there.
there's technology these days allow us to you can put a recording in your ear to that will
Yeah.
give you a cue as to what the words are coming up.
Right.
I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I do know a bunch of artists that have lyric cues in their ears.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that would probably be very, very helpful for sure. I didn't know that. That's amazing. And I wanted to ask you, has there been a moment in your career that has even surprised you? Like, looking back, you're like, wow, I actually did that.
Man, there's been a bunch,
Yeah,
and there's still a bunch left that I haven't that are still on my bucket list. But
for sure.
playing the Opry was a big deal
Hmm.
for the first time. That was one of those. Man, I made it. And then hearing myself on the radio for the first time will always be it's just a clear memory of mine.
Hmm.
And just getting my first gold record with Outskirts of Heaven, that was pretty special too.
Yes. Oh, you've had so many career highlights, and I'm really excited to see what is next for you. Musically, are you working maybe towards like maybe another album? Because I know your last album, Class of '89, it was a tribute album. It was in 2024. We loved it. Anything maybe in the works, or maybe more singles that you
Oh
could
yeah,
do?
we're constant.
Yeah.
I'm loaded up. We got
Yeah.
I counted them the other day. We got 19 songs in the can that are on the burner,
Heck
and
yeah.
I don't know if we're going to release them one at a time or we're going to put them out as a record. I don't know yet. So,
Yeah.
but to answer your question, yes, new music is on the way
Yeah.
always.
I love it. Stay tuned for that, everybody. And until then, make sure you stream Better by the Sea. It's available on all streaming platforms now. So go and check it out and share it with all your friends and family. It's incredible. And thank you so much, Craig, for taking time to chat with me this morning. I appreciate you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you all so much for tuning into the Josie Show today. And a big thank you to my special guest, Craig Campbell, for chatting with me. And my next show is July 20th with my special guest, Caitlin Curtis. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this interview with all of you from Caitlin. And make sure you keep tuned in to josieshow.com, our upcoming guest tab, to see who is coming up, because we have so many wonderful interviews coming up at the Josie Show. And I want to thank you all again for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.